It's finally here. It's finally here, yo. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another video of dropping dimes with Mr. Dugai. And tonight I'm going to preview and predict this Sunday's Super Bowl 57 between my Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm going to have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'll have my Xbox One gamer tag in the description box also. First, looking at my Philadelphia Eagles, man, 14-3 on the regular year. Playoffs pretty much ran through it pretty easily. Beat the New York Giants 38-7. And then played the San Francisco 40 Whiners as they've been whining all 2 weeks. By us knocking out two of their quarterbacks, we beat them 31-7, regardless of what they got to say about that. Um, Obviously, man, look, we got a good team. We got a very good team, very filled roster. It starts at the quarterback position with Jalen Hurts, who finished second in the MVP voting behind Patrick Mahomes. He's just took a tremendous jump this season. Last year, we all knew that he had the leadership skills, and we knew he was going to work to get better and better. But man, just the rise that he's had this year has just been incredible to see, and the way he's carried himself. Love having that guy as our quarterback because not only is he a good player, he's a really good leader. The offensive line, man, led by the old veterans, the Super Bowl champions, Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson. Obviously, they're going to bring a lot of experience into this game for us. And you also got Landon Dickerson, who was a Pro Bowler this year. You got Malata and Sayamalu, who also has Super Bowl experience. You look in the backfield, Miles Sanders, Pro Bowl running back this year. Explosive, got a good burst, could get loose on any play. And then, we got two other really good running backs. Kenny Gainwell, who's been our leading rusher in the playoffs. He's been outstanding, as well as Boston Scott. And Jalen Hurts, we know, can also provide a lot of fear in teams as a runner as well. Wide receiver positions, man. AJ Brown, second team All Pro. Devontae Smith over 1,000 yards. He's gonna be a Pro Bowl in the near future. And at the tight end position, Dallas Goedert, who I believe would have been a Pro Bowler this year had he not missed a few games due to injury. Defensive side of the ball, man, the D line unit responsible for giving us the third most sacks in single season NFL history, led by Hassan Reddick, the all second team All Pro, who's just been a beast, especially in the playoffs. He's even brought his game to even another notch. Josh Sweat on the other side, Javon Hargrave in the middle. Um, you also got Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, the Dominican Sue, Robert Quinn, you name it. We just got a plethora of D linemen that could get after the quarterback. Linebacker position, TJ Edwards has had a solid year. Kazir White has been solid. And in the secondary, which I believe is the best cornerback trio in the NFL when you talk about Pro Bowler Darius Slay, second team All Pro James Bradbury, and Avonte Maddox in the slot. To me, that's the best trio of corners in the NFL. And then in the safety position, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, who was leading the NFL in interceptions when he got injured. And you also throw in Marcus Epps, and even Reed Blankenship, who's played well with Gardner Johnson out, has earned himself some snaps. So look, this team ready to roll, man. We got a load plus Jake Elliott, who's been a really solid kicker. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They coming in, same thing, 14-3 record. They playoffs was a little more challenging but the AFC was a little harder. Beat Jacksonville, I think it was 27-20. And then had the big time thrilling game as they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20 at the end. They led by, Mr. All Everything, Patrick Mahomes, who to me is the NFL version of Steph Curry. Watching him throw a football is like watching Curry shoot a three. He's the NFL MVP, and he's the baddest man in the league, man. He's the best player in the whole NFL, if you ask me. We got an offensive line led by guys like Creed Humphrey, Orlando Brown, and tune in them. Backfield, Pacheco has been a pleasant surprise for them as a rookie. My guy, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, is expected to return for this full Super Bowl game. We're going to see how much he's involved in the game plan. And plus, Jerick McKinnon, who is a solid back, coming out the backfield. Um, Receiving core, man. Looks like Mikael Hartman is going to be out for this game, but Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who has been Patrick Mahomes' best wide receiver in these playoffs, coming off of a huge game against Cincinnati. Kadarius Toney, I think he's going to play, though I'm not quite sure about that yet. He's a guy with a lot of explosive ability. And you got Juju Smith-Schuster, who's a veteran now, but a guy who's played a lot of meaningful football in this league. Some and the rookie Sky Moore, who has a whole ton of potential. Then, of course, you got arguably the greatest tight end to ever play in Travis Kelsey. Definitely the greatest besides Gronk, who injured a lot, but Kelsey is definitely probably one of the greatest playoff tight ends of all time, if not the best. Guy's just a mismatch nightmare, man. He constantly, and he's not the most athletic guy at this stage of his career. He is a little older, or the most explosive guy, but he's so crafty, he's so strong, and he's so skilled, which makes it completely hard to stop him. And he's been dominant in these two playoff games, yo. You look at him on the defensive end, Chris Jones, who's been the best interior defensive lineman in football this season. He's been big time on the interior line. Then you still got Frank Clark who can come around the edge. Linebacker core, Willie Gay is a really, really solid player. And in the secondary, they got some young guys, but led by the Darius Sneed, who from what I understand will play in this game. And Justin Reed, who's been a good pickup for them. And of course they got Andy Reid, they got Harrison Bucker and them. Looking at this matchup though, after breaking down both teams' personnel, when you look at the Eagles offense going up against the Kansas City Chiefs defense, the key to my Eagles is to run the football. If we come out there and we run the football, I believe we'll have a successful day. We could use some play action passing. Spagnola has a lot of blitz packages and stuff like that he likes to use on obvious passing downs. But if we can run the ball and keep Mahomes on that sideline, I like our chances. Then when you look at the other side of the ball for the Eagles defense to be successful against the Kansas City Chiefs offense, the Eagles just got to find a way, to contain Travis Kelsey. Find a way to contain Travis Kelsey, whether that's doubling him or Chip knocking him off the line of scrimmage, whatever it is, you find a way to double him. And I feel like the Eagles will be, have some good success defensively. I feel like our secondary, could match up with their wide receivers, but we got to do something about Travis Kelsey. Now for my prediction. Patrick Mahomes is a bad dude, bro. Like he is serious. He's outstanding. Like I said, to me, he's the Steph Curry of the NFL, yo. Something like we've never seen before, man. He's all that. So is Travis Kelsey. Chris Jones is a problem on that D line. Frank Clark is a problem as a pass rusher. Andy Reid, they the modern day Patriots. If the closest thing to the Patriots that we have in this league, man. They're a team that just don't really lose like that. And when they lose, it's technically a close game. They don't just get beat like that. So I have a ton of respect for that Kansas City Chiefs team, that organization, and everything. It's going to be really, really hard. But Eagles are better. The Eagles are more talented. 53 man to 53 man, the Eagles have more talent. And I feel like the Eagles, if unless we come out there shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties or turning over or uncharacteristically turning over the football, I feel like our offense should have a good day against this defense. I feel like Mahomes is going to make his plays because he's Patrick Mahomes, but Ultimately, we got good personnel to match up with them in the secondary and with the pass rush. I think it'll be a close game simply because Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid, those guys are that great. But I think my Philadelphia Eagles will win the second Super Bowl in 5 years. I'm gonna go with a high scoring game of 34-30. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.